Well, here we go. Get ready for it. Our Humminbird Unlock the Lake. Today, we focus on the fourth stop of the year for the Bassmaster Elite Series, the Dovetail Games Bassmaster Elite at the Sabine River. Welcome to the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon. Tommy Sanders, Ronnie Moore. This is a playing field more vast and completely different from anywhere else we go in this.
You can fish as close as you want to takeoff. You can go as far as you want away as long as gas allows you to do so. We saw that play out. But yes, Tommy, this is a giant playing field. You can go all the way to Houston. You can go up north. And as we take a look at our map, you can see a couple of our anglers did make those long runs. And that kind of set the tone for the week on how they would go. And Brock Mosley really kicked it off on day one.
Yeah, Brock Mosley running all the way basically to the Houston metro area, the League City area, fishing a couple of dead-end canals off of Clear Creek.
And we've seen this in past years here at this event, but it's never held up for 4 days of competition. You either have a fog delay, you have bad weather, wind prohibits you from going there, or sometimes your fish run out. But Brock Mosley set the tone 15-10 on day one, and he really had this area to himself. Only 1 or 2 anglers each day made the trip over there, but he was able to get there first. He was able to stay there the longest and then make it back in time for weigh-in.
Yeah, and he was the only angler who had any success to speak of those who made the trip, and they weren't many.
Oh God, that's a big one. Yeah! Woo! Thank you, Lord. He hit it out here in the middle of nowhere and was mad, son. Yeah! 3.5 pounder.
Day 2 action from Brock Mosley after making a 2-hour-plus trip from Orange, Texas, all the way over here to Metro Houston. And by boat, let's talk about going somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 miles to the other end of this fishery. That would be the Sabine River. On the border there, a place called Big Cow Creek. Now, remember, this is big. We're going to get cow mentioned twice today, but it is Texas, Ronnie.
Yes, it is. And Jason Christie making the far run north. He had some other adversity to battle, though, because of gas, because of how remote that area is. I'm not going to say it's out of civilization, but there isn't much civilization up there, so not many gas stops. Brock Mosley had his gas stop on the way back from Houston. Christie did not. So not only did he have to go catch fish, deal with the changing conditions, he also had to conserve gas and make sure he had enough to make it all the way back and didn't run out, and have his days be for naught.
Yes, another fatty. Might be the biggest one so far.
So Jason Christie, we followed him in there on day number 2, and his catch rate compared to the rest of the field was phenomenal. He outpaced him by half anyway.
It was incredible how many bites he was getting, and we were wondering, when is this area going to run out? Does he have extra area? Because he didn't have a lot of gas to run around when he was up there. He only had enough to get there and get back. As we make it back down the road towards Orange, Texas, we really started to see orange factor on day 3 and day 4, the weekend turn of this event. Seth Feider, Taku Ito highlighting those guys around orange.
Yeah, absolutely. Seth Feider, who after his performance here, end of day number 2, said, why would I go anywhere else?
Yo, biggin'. I don't know how he's got it. I'm gonna grab him. I'm scared. Come here. Oh, just barely. Yes. Come on the trailer hook. Just barely got him. Let's go. Big.
Kind of a rare thing, Seth Feider. Ito as well, both anglers whose production actually increased from their day 1 starts.
Yeah, normally you see 12-pound bags are pretty common on fisheries, but not at the Sabine River. That was a very difficult mark to hit, but Taku Ito on the final day and on day 3 had the biggest bass and the biggest bag of that day. And he made that charge in Orange, Texas, but you're kind of limited. You don't have that opportunity maybe for a 15-pound bag around Orange, but solid 11, 12-pound bags like we saw from Feider Johnston a little bit and from Taku Ito, they were prevalent around orange.
Ito certainly made his name. Last year's rookie season out here, at the end of the season, the Northern Swing, he went back to back to back top 10s there, proving he can catch them out deep. Here he proves he can catch them up shallow.
He said, hey, I don't like fishing shallow, but I am used to fishing tough fishing in Japan. He said that he used that to his advantage this week and was able to capitalize during the toughest points of the day.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Oh, good one. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh! 5-pounder? No, no. But fat. Got it. Yes.
Tough conditions, tough, and he said the day before, as you say, he said, this is gonna play into my hands, and he would just wait out the conditions, including the tide, for the optimum part of the day, and as he promised, Taku Ito really went to work.
Yep. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay. 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 Okay, Biggie. Oh, big. Oh, big. Oh, big. Oh, big. Oh, big. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Wow! What is that? What's that? Catfish? Redfish? No! Good! 230. Yeah, 230. I say 230 is very important. I got it!
230 was important, Tommy. He said sunny, no wind, tough fishing, no current. That's when Taku shines, and he delivered with this big fish. At the end of the day, it helped him get into that top 3. Otherwise, he might have been 4th, 5th, maybe 6th.
And totally extraordinary to see him spend the majority of his day working this one broken bridge right here. That is an incredible amount of discipline for someone to do exactly that. Now, like Finder, like Ito, Chris Johnston, the Canadian, first Canadian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event, was one of those rare anglers whose production went up after his day 1.
Day 3 and day 4. Day 4 a little bit tougher, but he really made that charge on day 3. And Johnston fishing a lot of oxbows off Cow Bayou. That was a place that, you know, Taylor's has factored a lot in the past here at the Sabine River, but it seemed like the concentration of anglers that would go to Taylor's, they transferred over and went to Cow Bayou a lot this year.
It's a good one. Come here, buddy. Just love to know what we've been missing.
Yeah, he missed those big ones. He missed having them in the boat on the final day, only 7 pounds and 12 ounces for Chris Johnston. Winds up in 4th place, great tournament nonetheless, but Drew Cook, our Rookie of the Year from 2019, having a great one here, a great season and a great day here at Sabine.
It's a big one. One of the right ones.
Roughly half of our top 10 on the final day of competition fished in the Neches River at one point or another, and Drew Cook made the biggest charge. 10th place, barely sneaking into the final day cut, moving all the way up to the top 5 with the second biggest bag of the day. A great performance for the Rookie of the Year from past years.
Yeah, the Nature's River, of course, holds the water from Sam Rayburn Reservoir. Also had anglers actually go into the Trinity River, which, of course, makes its way up to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So, Ronnie, 500 square miles. Again, we say no place like the Sabine fishery.
The Unlock the Lake this week was certainly a treat because it did feature Houston, upriver from Orange. Orange itself, the Natchez, Cow Bayou, Taylor's. There were so many places to fish. The fish get in specific areas on the Sabine, but you can find your own population and manage them like these guys did.
Tough fishing, but great stories. Another great year at the Sabine River on our Humminbird Unlock the Lake.